Hello, who's here? You're on time. We love you. Coming to you live from.
Oh shit!
Guys, please tell your friends, your members, your LCPs, everybody. We are waiting for you. Hello, guys. How are you feeling?
Excellent.
Amazing. How is your Mondays?
Great.
Oh, my VPs are here. Woohoo!
Wait, let me send one more. What's our group?
Let's show our faces.
No, let's do the roll call.
Oh,
like we could do the roll call right here.
We're just waiting for a few more people, so while we wait, we can do a roll call. Ross will do it.
No.
I don't know it. This is gonna be on YouTube.
Oh my God, you guys are famous. Let me try. Someone give some feedback about the dancing. Well, this is so much delay actually.
It's okay.
It's 10-second delay, I think.
Wow, this is very
No.
Go, Ross. Go, Ross. It's your time to shine.
Woohoo!
Okay, I love it. Wait, let's go like real. Like, no, no.
Ooh la, ooh la, ooh la, ooh la, ooh la. Amazing. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough.
We should show them the Mexican. Show them the Mexican. Oh.
Mexican.
Oh, too late.
Huh? Oh no. No, we can show them.
Should we start?
How many people we have? 31. Woohoo!
So, dale vuelta. I feel like I know the words, but I can't say it.
Yes, teach us the words, guys. All I know is ulau. We can hear you.
Yeah, let's start.
Okay, guys, we're gonna get started. Amazing. Thank you for being here and on time. All right, so let me just share my screen. Can you tell them to not be so loud?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Ross is gonna do it.
No, I think they're quiet.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, all right.
Just tell them. All right. Okay, Ichu, can you go to let's see?
Can I what?
Can you just go to see?
Yeah. No, it'll show.
Okay, guys, so thank you so much for being here for our open platform guide for LC implementation. Woohoo! So today you have Tam, your MCVP marketing. Who are you?
Ross, your MCVP OGC.
We should have CS face. It's really cute. And you too, MCVP OGT.
Amazing, guys. So I know a lot of you have already heard a lot of different things about open platform. So today we're going to spend a little bit of time explaining it a little bit more and also explaining all the steps so you guys can understand how to help, how to take this and make it the best for your LCs this year. Okay. All right. So what are we going to go over today? First, we're going to talk about what is open platform. What does this mean? Second, we're going to talk about why. Why are we going to go open platform and why is this important for all of your LCs? Okay. Next, we're going to talk about the main changes. And then lastly, how are we going to manage the open platform? So we're going to talk about every single step that marketing and OGX need to do in order to actually use this platform the best way possible. Okay, cool. I hope you guys are excited. It's going to be amazing. All right. So firstly, what does open platform mean? So the idea is that we want to be open for our customers, right? So the first thing is that with an open platform, our customers will directly go to the opportunity portal to manage their leadership experience. Okay, so they're going to go directly there from our website and then actually engage with the platform on their own. Secondly, our members are going to manage our customers through EXPA and OP directly. So no extra platforms. The idea is we want everything centralized in one place. Super simple. And also, guys, if you have questions, feel free to type it in the chat. Ichu is our moderator, and she is ready to answer your questions. So Ichu Pikachu is here. Amazing. So why open platform? A lot of you guys have been to our conferences, and we talk a lot about AIESEC 2020. One of the big parts of 2020 is being accessible to everyone, everywhere. This is our huge goal. So with open platform, we want to be accessible to all Mexican youth from everywhere, even in places where we maybe don't even have LCs, right? So being open platform will let us reach people from everywhere in any way. Okay, so that's the first thing. Secondly, there's a lot of text here, but don't worry so much. We're going to send you guys this after. But the main thing is that with the open platform, you guys and your LCs will shift all of your effort to leadership development. What does this mean? So right now, we spend so much effort trying to attract youth, having a lot of selection processes, as you guys know, info sessions, having one-to-ones, having interviews, having all kinds of things to filter all of our leads. And supporting our EPs in applying. So the idea is we really want our EPs to take ownership of their own experience, getting themselves matched and everything like this so that you guys in your LCs can focus more on the leadership development. Okay, so you guys can see that here. It's more focused on the after part, which is where the leadership development happens, right? That's the magic of AIESEC, not in doing selection and interviews and all of these things. Cool?
Yay!
Amazing. And the last one is customer centricity. So we talk a lot about customer centricity. And as you guys know, youth right now are super empowered, right? They're independent. They want to use digital technology and only digital technology. This is how they want to engage with organizations. This is how they want to engage with each other. This is how they want to engage with AIESEC, right? So the idea is we want to adapt to this. And by being open platform, we are going to let them access our opportunities, look through it digitally on their own time and not have to wait on us before they can actually see our platform. Amazing. So what are the main changes that we're going to see, Ross?
Well, thank you, Tam. So to put it into a tangible perspective for you, like right now, it's split into 3 parts. So first is marketing and then sales, which is the marketing OGX split, and then how to track it. So first, for marketing, simply put, everything on the website, the forms will be the opportunity portal forms, no more Podio forms. And all national and local marketing will still direct to the website because our website educates our customers, and all the URLs stay the same. And leads will start appearing on Expa way more dramatically, and no more leads will appear on Podio. Podio will still exist because we have a lot of old customers there, but the idea is that we have no more new customers on Podio. For sales, EP managers will, instead of Podio, they will search for leads, contact them, and interview them, and mark this on Expa. So this may be new for OGX, who maybe some people only use it for matching, but actually using it for the contacting and the interviewing is extremely important. And the last one is tracking. So again, no more Podio. Now the metrics for marketing are the number of registers on Expa and the number of applicants. And we'll explain the difference later. And for OGX, the metrics begin at applications. So the leads that you're trying to match, how many opportunities are they actually applying for? And then of course, accepted, approved, realized, which are the metrics that you're used to right now. But number of applications is starting to become a very important metric that we need to push more for. So how to manage it? First, registers, just so you know, are people who register on OP, but maybe they have not done their profile and have not applied for anything. So they have not clicked apply. That means they're not really using the platform yet. Next is applicants. What this means is someone who has clicked apply and they successfully applied because their profile was completed. And last is applications. So of course, an EP can apply for many applications, and the idea is that our marketing and our sales are so good that they are actually active customers who are really interested in our opportunities. Who's responsible? Registers, marketing, and applicants are marketing. So just so you guys know, what this means is that this is kind of like the quality of our leads. So the idea is that we care a lot about applicants because we had someone who was interested, and they were interested enough to complete their profile and actually click apply, which means like they actually want to go on exchange. So that's why applicants is marketing's metric, because it's actually an indication of how many people are interested. And the third one, applications, this is OGX. So of course, people who are applying need to be managed with a customer experience representative, which is an EP manager. And an EP manager's metric is, of course, having their EP apply to many opportunities and also the opportunities that they are most matchable to. So hope that's clear. And it's split into 3 parts. So back to you, Tam.
Thank you, Ross. Okay, so basically we're going to explain how to manage this whole process in 3 parts, okay? So first, we're going to go over marketing. So what are going to be the changes for marketing? Second, we're going to go over sales. So what is OGX going to have to do as VPs and also as EP managers, okay? And lastly, we're going to talk about tracking. So tracking for marketing for OGX and what LCPs can also look at in order to make sure you're tracking all of our MORGYX VPs properly.
Yeah, hi,
Woohoo! Shout out to the LCPs!
Woohoo, love you.
Okay. Amazing. So firstly, let's talk about national marketing. So as you guys know, right now, all of our sign-up forms are leading to Podio. So when we officially launch this whole strategy, all of the sign-up forms on our website is going to change to OP. Okay, so as well, all of our national marketing will keep directing all of our leads to the website or specific opportunities on Opportunity Portal. Okay, so everything is now, the idea is we want everyone to be going to the Opportunity Portal. That's the expectations and the expectation settings that we're going to have with them. Next, local marketing. Woohoo! Where's my VPs? Amazing. So this is for VPs marketing and PR. I know there's some PR people here, I hope. But firstly, when we look at physical marketing, all of it actually stays the same. Okay, guys, so keep doing what you're doing. Keep organizing recruitments. Keep doing Saloneo stands, all of the things we're supposed to be doing. And we keep sending people to the website, right? So like I mentioned already, the website stays the same. The only thing that's changing is that the website will send people to the opportunity portal instead. Okay, so a huge important thing I want you guys to remember is that you must set expectations with all EPs that they will be signing up on our portal and they need to complete their profile and start applying. Okay, so it's not just sign up on our website anymore. It's sign up on our website and our portal, and you can actually start applying for opportunities. So we want them to be engaged and actually applying from the moment we actually talk to them. Okay. Nextly, that's not a word. English.
It sounds like
Is
a
it a
word.
word? Okay, I don't know. Well, nextly, tracking local marketing metrics. Like I said, we're going to be shifting, my marketers, we're shifting now to EXPA. So we're going to start using EXPA Analytics, and I'm going to show you guys how this works just a little bit later on. And just like Ross said earlier, if you have really a lot of applicants, this means you guys are doing good marketing, right? Because you're actually engaging the right people and they're actually, you guys set the right expectations with them. If you have very low applicants, that means you need to set better expectations and you need to make sure you guys improve your recruitment. So basically this is the things for local marketing. And one more thing is, as you guys know, right now it's going to be a transitional period. Right, because we're moving with some of our leads and information is on Podio. So during this period, we're going to be using both systems to track ourselves. I know you guys do a lot of recruitment and you get a lot of offline leads that you guys collect from stands and these kinds of things. Right now, there's no way to upload these leads onto EXPA. So for now, you must be uploading these to Podio, okay, and tracking them from there. But I really, really, really recommend that when you guys are doing your stands and talking to customers, make sure you try your best to get them to sign up on Opportunity Portal so you guys are not double tracking. So the idea is we want to move all operations on EXPA so we're not having two systems. It'll be easier for all of you guys. Amazing. So now let's pass it to Pikachu.
Do we have MORGYX here? Woohoo! Yes. Okay, you cannot see what me and Ross are doing, but yes. So here I'm gonna tell you the step by step what we should be doing as LCVP MORGYX or as the EP manager. So a lot of you guys might be really confused because it seems to be really difficult. But I'm gonna show you it's actually super easy. When you go to Opportunity EXPA, you will see here, you can click on people and you will see my community's EP and my EP. So here, if you're a VP, please make sure that you will click on my community's EP and you will actually go through all those EP and mark EP manager for them. And if you are an EP manager, then basically your VP should already be signing you all the EPs. So just go to my EPs and those are the people you should be following up. Next. Then after you go to your EP page, you will see there's a few things you can choose. First is all interests, program, and all status. So first, don't touch the things about all interests because sometimes EP don't know what is TLP, TMP, GCP, GIP. So they might choose a wrong interest or they might choose both or both of them. But you need to only choose one program. So here, for example, I'm Ishu, I choose GIP. So I can see all those EPs are, sorry. You can see all those EPs are GIP EP because they might apply for something for GIP or they're in a process for one of the applications. So really simple, you pick these things, then you will see all those EPs are from your community. The next, you will click on one of the EPs. Then there's three steps, super easy, just exactly the same as Podio. First, you need to mark this person as EP manager. So if you're a VP, this is your job. Then you will click on 0 EP manager, then mark yourself as EP manager. And at the same time, if you have a member that you already know who to sign to, then you will sign this person like Chu, for example. And the next step, after this EP has assigned an EP manager, this EP manager should be contacting this EP. So here you will mark this person as contacted. So like just the same flow that we talk a million times for OGX, you need to call your EP within 48 hours. So not just because, oh, we're using Expa, so like we cannot really see the time from Expa from the page, doesn't mean like you should contact your EPs in a week or something. So you should still be checking your Expa every 2 days and to check like what are the new EPs I have and should contact them. And the third step, as we already know, is interview. So it's exactly the same as the flow we were talking about before. So after you contact them, you should schedule a physical meeting with them and to set expectations and tell them what is AIESEC. And for GIP, maybe we would need to give them interviews about like the basic skills and also introduce them what are our products. So this is exactly the same.
Can I say something funny? So guys, I want to give a shout out to Hime from Santa Fe. So what she does is she assigns 2 EP managers, 2 members to 1 lead, and then there's a competition. So the first EP manager to actually contact the EP wins, and they get the EP. So I think I advise everyone, assign 2 members, and then you can make it a fun competition for them to like win their EP and contact the EP first. So shout out to Hime. I think it's a really great strategy for making it fun.
Great. Yeah. So also I would like to add, because a lot of LC that has expansion, for example, ETAM and ETAM Battle or Monterrey and Zacatecas, and like for now it's more difficult for us to like actually mark this EP from Zacatecas or Monterrey. Although they can sign up based on school, but when you open this application, you cannot see which school this person is from, and that also requires something like a competition. Ross just said, like for example, if this person if Zacatecas BP from Zacatecas contact this EP and they will ask, hey, which school are you from? Then you will sign this EP from Zacatecas or Monterrey. And it's the same thing for Monterrey. Like, for example, if I'm the Carlos and I'll call this EP and then I realize this is from Zacatecas, then I'll assign to Zacatecas. So guys, this is really cool for you guys because like you will be doing a competition and both contacting this EP. So it's really cool. So when you sign this EP, sign a manager for this EP, and this EP know who should be the one responsible for this EP. Okay, cool. Yeah, and this is for now. And as you know, like a lot of you have more questions about expansions, and we'll have expansion summit next week. Then during next week, we'll be like more clear define how do we divide Expa for expansions and LCs. So we'll be very clear. But for now, it's a thing like both of the VPs should be contacting those VPs. So you should check Expa super quickly. And then the next one. Yeah, so what should the EP manager be doing after all these 3 steps pass? Because like, for example, before we'll check those EPs and give them TNs and help them to search TNs and blah, blah, blah. But now what we should do is here, when you go on the profile, you click applications. Then you will see the application that the EP has applied. So this EP is super lucky. He only applied for 1. It's already been approved. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't happen. So EP has to apply for 10 or 20 applications each week. So those are the metrics or KPIs for your EP manager. They need to be checking this application data and to make sure like to make sure the EPs are actually applying for several TNs that as you required every week. So these will be the metrics for OGX. No questions?
You want to mention it, Ross?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. We had an excellent question from Rodrigo from Toluca. So as with any good sales, Rodrigo sees in the comments, there's actually a space for you to write comments about the EP, like what they prefer, what they like, maybe what are their strengths and weaknesses. So he asked, who can see the comments? So actually, it's very similar to who can see the applications. It's very public. So it's anyone from the LC or the MC or any of the EP managers. So just like applications, whoever can see applications can see the comments. So please like be aware that the comments are transparent. Now, what happens?
Okay, I already answered this question, right?
Like
The expansion. Yeah, that's all the questions, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to
Other
answer?
questions? So yes, again, for all the expansions, guys, don't worry, we're having the expansion summit. You said it already. So again, we'll confirm all the different questions that you guys have about expansions, like all of them. And then so actually write down all your specific questions, and we're gonna take it to the summit, and then make sure that right after we answer everything for you. Cool.
Cool. Also, at the same time, just don't forget, both of you need to contact the EPs from this committee because, as you know, like we don't have a lot of time till Fruit Peak comes, so we really don't have time to, let me wait for 10 days to see what happens at the expansion summit. So that's why we need to be super proactive about this. next. Ross.
Oh, me, yes. So how to manage. So you guys have seen this before. We're going to move on to tracking. So who is responsible for tracking these metrics and actually solving bottlenecks? For registers, it's marketing, because that's like leads. For applicants, it's also marketing to see how can we get leads who are more high quality, who really want to apply. And of course, from applications onwards, applications accepted, approved, it's OGX. So first, tracking for marketing. So very simply, if you go to people and then my committee's EPs for your whole LC, you can filter by the date they registered. So you can see on the right side, if you check May 1st to May 16, my committee is EPs Monterrey. Oh, you love Monterrey. I love Monterrey.
Yes,
I love you, Oscar. Okay. So if you check that, then you will see all the people who registered, regardless of their status, if they are registration or applicant. So some of these people may not have applied, and some of these people may have already applied. So you'll get to see all of them. So as a VP marketing, this is actually what you can use every week to see how good is your marketing.
Yes, just really quickly, guys. Also, as you guys know, we have our leads tracker. It's going to evolve this week to actually be more aligned to this strategy. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like Yichu said, members should use my EPs once EPs are assigned to them because they're EP manager. So just so you know, you can actually see the date and time that they've registered, and you can see if their profile is complete. So marketing, this is where you're, oh, right there, required to apply. So marketing, this is where you're more involved in terms of leads qualification. So if you get these leads and you see, oh, but you know, he didn't complete his profile, he's not applying, then you actually have to inform OGX to help them actually be faster with sales so that OGX can phone them and meet with them faster to help this person apply. And then in terms of overall analytics, marketing, if you go to analytics and then applications analytics, this page appears and you can run a filter. So it's people and then you choose OGCDP or OJP and you choose the date range. And weekly is normally how you would do it. And then you see this. So this shows the number of applicants. Remember, this is not the number of people who registered. That's a bigger number. This only shows the people who completed their profile, then clicked apply. So the high quality people.
So for example,
yeah. Oh, so for example, EPs Monterrey has 15 people who actually applied to 63 opportunities. So there are 63 individual applications. So marketing, this is something you care about because it does indicate like how good the leads are. So next for OGX. Okay. So OGX. As some of you may know, if you click the same number, like the number of applicants, it will open a second screen, which is here, which you'll see the number of applications. And so this number of applications is your metric. Because as your EP manager for these applicants, you need to get them to apply to a lot of opportunities, but also the correct opportunities for their profile. And each EP should have a metric for how many they should apply to every week and whatnot. And of course, you can follow the status of the application when it's accepted, which is next. So for OGX, this is what you should track, like check every day. Because if you run this filter and then click on the applications, not the applicants, the applications, you'll see how many are accepted, but there's also different statuses. Because you guys may note, first you're accepted and you must do LDM survey, EP must sign EPAN, and then you must mark as paid. So there's actually several steps. So by clicking this, you'll see people with many different small steps. They could be in progress, they could be waiting for opportunity manager approved. So as EP manager, you have to be very conscious of this. So you can quickly, like as soon as you see that one step is completed, you can move on to the next step right away. And guys, because this is going with the future, the ideal is that EPs can match themselves. So if you check every day, you'll have like a surprise, oh my God, my EP's accepted, they signed the AN, they want to match. So all you have to do is meet with them and accept their payment, they sign the contract, and then you can approve them. So that's the idea where EPs take ownership over their own experience.
but it doesn't mean you don't have to work on that.
Yes, but still, you must contact and interview all of them because you need to help them understand what do these opportunities really mean. Okay, that's you, Tam.
Thank you, Ross. Everything clear so far, guys? Perfect. Okay, so this is the timeline, guys, of how we're going to move forward. So today we had the webinar about open platform. We're going to talk a little bit more and answer some questions or doubts you guys have in just a second. But also what we're going to do is we're going to release a Q&A form for you guys so that even after the webinar is over, maybe you have new questions, maybe you talk to your LCP and you guys have doubts, or, you know, there's a lot of things that can come after the webinar. So we're going to release a Q&A form for you guys, and then you guys can fill it in over the next few days. By Wednesday, on May 18th, we're going to take all the questions you guys have and make sure we answer all of them. Okay, so we're going to send that to the whole network, to the MORGYX network and LCPs, so that everybody is super clear, and you guys can also give us some feedback on the strategies, okay? By Friday, we're going open! Woohoo! It's amazing. So by Friday, all of our forms will start to direct to Opportunity Portal, and all of our tracking will start on EXPA. Okay, so it's going to be an amazing day. It's going to be a huge, huge, huge milestone for AIESEC in Mexico, because this is going to be the way that we can be disruptive. Okay, so right after that, for 1 week is going to be operations time. So it's for us to start working, and it's also time for feedback. So the first week is really going to be more engaging with the platform, learning how our synergy will work, learning how tracking is going. And it's more for us as a learning time to learn how to make this the most efficient and effective for our operations. Okay, and for you guys to give us super clear feedback so that we can really give you guys the more clear direction. And then by May 29, 100% of new operations will be on EXPA. And then we are going to be part of AIESEC 2020 in the future. Super cool. Amazing. So guys, here are the next steps. So marketing and OGX in your LCs, super important that this week you guys review this flow together, especially if somebody is missing. So for example, if you're a marketer and you're missing your OGXers, make sure you set up a meeting, or vice versa, right? If somebody's missing, I really need you guys to set up a meeting this week to review this whole PPT, review the flow, start clicking on EXPA, and make sure everything is super clear for you guys. Okay, so that's the first step. Second step, OGX. I was looking through some of the LCs today, and there's a lot of you guys that have old leads who have not completed their profiles. So this is a problem. Oh, it's a problem, but it's also exciting because this means you guys have actually a lot more people that we can contact and actually convert to become EPs. So really, really important. So OGX, I want you guys to make this priority so we can actually have a lot more opportunities to match a lot of people. Okay, so this is OGX contacting old leads. All right. Lastly, marketing and OGX, like I mentioned already, we're going to start working with this platform, and here is the Q&A form I was talking about. So if you guys want to take this link, each you will type it as well in the chat here, the bit.ly link, and then here is when you guys can start adding your questions as well, okay? So we hope you guys understood everything. Hope you guys have ideas. We hope you guys are ready to work with us to be a lot more accessible to everyone, everywhere, and be one step closer to AIESEC 2020. And of course, keep working for AIESEC for Mexico. Amazing. So for now, do you guys have any questions or concerns about implementation?
Yeah, so guys, as you know, we're all trying. This is super new and exciting. So like, we really want you guys' contribution from the local level to tell us what's your concern, or what do you think we should implement or change, or what we should take consideration. So please let us know, like, if you have any concerns. So we're gonna write it down and think about it. And Wednesday we'll be answering all those questions and make sure it's super perfect for all of you.
Thank you.
So we're waiting for your concerns.
Yes, tell us. How do you guys feel about this?
Actually, I just want to say, like, Rodrigo, your question is about, on the old Podio form, there was like otro, but on EXPA, there's no otro. So guys, just so you know, all states in Mexico are on the sign-up form on EXPA and Podio. So every single state is there. So hopefully EPs are not so confused, and they must live in at least one state. So if they do, then they should sign up under their state. So hopefully, like, people won't be confused, and they will sign up under the correct label.
Thank you. For Rodrigo Aquino's question, hello, my VP. Which countries are now implementing this strategy or already have? So right now, out of the 120 plus entities, 30% have already implemented this strategy, and the rest are working on it to make it happen as well. So especially the biggest and largest entities have already implemented it.
Oh, yeah.
So like Brazil, Colombia, for example. So it's our turn as well to start moving towards being more accessible. Next question, please.
Ben, if they don't complete their profile, how do we?
Okay, from Ben. Hello, Ben. If they don't complete the profile, how are we supposed to contact them?
Yes. Should I tell them about the special form? Okay, so guys, right now only the email is mandatory on the EXPA form. So we recognize that as a small problem because phone number is way better for WhatsApp and phoning, and people don't check their email. But luckily, Tam and the marketing team have some special code. So this special code is actually a way for us to make a sign-up form that we can customize. And it's actually a direct registration for Opportunity Portal. So it's not ready yet, but it will be. And what it's going to look like is almost the same as the registration for Opportunity Portal, but we will add specific fields, most importantly, phone number. So in a few weeks, phone number will actually be mandatory. And when they finish the form, they're directly, like, they go straight to Opportunity Portal, and it says, welcome, you just created your account. Please fill in the rest of your profile. So hopefully that's ready in a few weeks, and then phone number will help us contact people. But for now, we do recognize it will only be email, and so we just have to email very, very quickly and very well.
Next question from Fer from Ipene. Like, yes, like we all have concerns. Sometimes EXPA doesn't work, but versus like a lot of times you just need to close the tab and like refresh it again, or you wait for 2 days and it will work properly. So sometimes it takes some time. And the other thing is, like, I suggest you guys to be 100% on new EXPA because it functions really well and it has a lot of functions that old EXPA doesn't have. But sometimes when the new EXPA doesn't work, you can actually use the old EXPA. For example, like, sometimes you're trying to approve the EPs and it doesn't let you, and that one you can use the old EXPA to approve them. So just try to use them both and see how it works. But most of the time, your operation should be completely focused on the new EXPA. And the other thing is, like, AI is making a lot of changes, as you can see, like, to make EXPA better and better. So if you have like serious concerns, write to us, and we will also like send us our feedback to AI to make sure EXPA is perfectly functioning.
Yeah, let me double check right now.
Okay, so next question. Icho, I think you're missing questions, no?
No, I answered.
Okay, the next, what about the people who sign up and don't get matched or even apply? Are we going to be able to delete their profile in order to have a better control?
No.
Currently, no, unfortunately, but this is something we recognize. And well, I'm going to be managing EXPA next year on AI, so I'm taking a lot of feedbacks as well in order to make the platform more aligned to what we actually need. So for sure, we already noticed that this is something that we need. So I will take that with me next year.
Yeah, and just to add, like, we do recognize the need for your own GSS tracker. So guys, like we've said in the sales funnel, like, people who are not qualified or people who are future customers, it's extremely important to track it so you know who to ignore and who to focus on. So on your own personal tracking, you should really have all your EXPA leads on EXPA and have your own tracker to be like, this person we need to ignore. Yeah, who is not qualified or future customer. And hopefully that feature will be available on EXPA in the future.
Yay!
We'll see.
Amazing.
Yes, there was another question about Inglesco. So guys, this is new because we just renewed a partnership with Inglesco, an English school. So right now on the form, it says Inglesco Ciudad de Mexico. And right now those are going to UNAM. And then there's Inglesco León Silao, and those go to León. So right now those are the only schools for Inglesco that we have.
Okay, hold on. Next question. I'm on the opportunity registration portal, and it was to write down the local committee. So now all of our publicity needs to show the name of our LC, and we will need that they register on and write down Itasam Toluca on local committee space.
No, let's just check now. But actually, just like the Podio form, under Toluca, it's listed as Estado de Mexico, and then there's the different schools for Toluca, like Itasam Toluca, ¿Qué más? VM. I think there's like Centro Siglo XXI. I forget the schools, but it's actually just like the Podio form.
Finish your question?
What was Ben's question? So, Rodrigo, I hope that's clear. If you check Estado de Mexico, all the signups for Toluca are based on school.
Okay. Cool.
I go back to Ben. Ben, so if you check the form now, there's Inglesco, Ciudad de Mexico. Those go to UNAM. And then there's Inglesco, León Silao. Those go to León. I hope that answers your question. Maybe you can repeat it.
I think, Ben, maybe your question is like, the way we're working with Inglesco, the idea is we're still working with a website, right? For them to be sending them to the website. Yeah. So it's going to be the same process. We're like making sure that when they're doing all their marketing, telling all of their leads, is that they're sending them to the website. Yes, exactly. So yeah, it's still the same flow. It's just that we're making sure that Inglesco is sending them to the website. Okay, so next one. Guys, sorry if you already said this, but are we kind of deleting assessment? How would you suggest we work on this part? Very good question.
Yeah, so about assessment, it's like an interview assessment.
It's the same.
Right? Yeah. So that's the thing we've been talking about, where we're trying to shape OGX, because before, like, we focus on a lot of interview and actually like test if they have the enough skill. But actually, as OP being an open platform, which means like everyone can find if this EP is like a GCDP EP or GEP or GIP. So we're kind of deleting the assessment part, but we'll become like a consultant. So we will actually get them consulting about like, what do we think is the most suitable for them? So if this EP is a GIP EP, what kind of product? So we kind of like direct them into the kind of product or program instead of telling them, no, you're not our customer. But at the same time, if this EP is like insisting, I'm going to Europe, I'm going to whatever country, then you know this person, it's not your focus. This person will be future customer. So the expectation will be like, hey guys, like we don't have the opportunity for you, but you still have the platform to choose whatever. And if you get matched, then we'll help you with the delivery process. So like, because before we keep talking about this, like, you need to know who are the future customer, who are the one you should be actively giving up on. And now you're using XPA, you have more and more applicants. So you guys really, really need to know who are the ones should be your focus and who are the ones you should be giving up.
Perfect. Okay. What happens if you have EPs from different schools? And for example, if you have a friend that goes to UPE but want to be matched in Itasam Toluca because of any reason, are we supposed to tell them to put our university instead of the real?
Wait. Sorry, is it in terms they want to be serviced?
By
Yeah.
What are the EPs from different schools?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so, wait, I find that it was okay. Yeah, so guys, maybe it wasn't clear, but like not related to EXPA, related to how we allocate leads. First, OGX, you must always ask, what school do you go to? And in all the contacts, and then please, if you know the school is not your LC's school, you must immediately transfer to the proper LC and say, hey, like you go to this school, this LC is more equipped to help you, so here you go. If there's a specific reason that the EP wants to be serviced by you, for example, they went to school in Puebla, but now they live in Ciudad de Mexico. And they say, no, like I'm living in Ciudad de Mexico. I would like you to help me right now. Whatever the EP wants, that's what they get. So if they say, okay, no, like you have to tell them, okay, this is your proper LC. And if they say something like, no, like I'm okay with UPE or Santa Fe or whatever, then that LC keeps it because it's what the EP wants. So that's kind of the rule we've set up as OGX. And if you ever have conflict, just email the two LCs and email the MC, and we could just be clear for what is best for the EP. I hope that answers your question. That's kind of the rule that we've been using.
Cool. Any questions, guys? Any more questions? But for example, if I'm working with a partner that will send us EPs, but they're from different schools, I have to send them to other LCs even though I have the partnership.
Oh, I'm sorry. But for example, I'm working with a partner that sends us. Oh yes, Quest English, but they're from different schools. Okay. They're from different schools. I'm just telling them. No, Anita. So this is a very specific case where, yes. So what Anita asks is, if I have a partnership, do I get all the EPs? And the answer is yes. So it's on a case-by-case basis. So all the EPs for Quest English go to Santa Fe. And that's because Mariel from the MC, she actually made a partnership with them. And Santa Fe, we talked to you if you could kind of handle those EPs. So that's what's happening for Quest English, because the EP kind of comes from Quest English and not just their university.
Ben has the same problem as Anna, but yes, basically the same thing applies, okay?
Yeah. And if it's not clear, we can also like talk about it one-to-one, because I think it's very specific. Yes, and Anna, you have another partner. Okay, you have 2 partners. Well, that's great. Yay, let's talk about it.
Is the OP fully working in smartphones, or you suggest us to use our computers?
She never tried with my smartphone.
I don't know.
I never tried. We're gonna try it tomorrow and let you know.
How
I've used it
about
before.
how about this is something you guys can try this week? Like, to be honest, like we're gonna be super honest here in the MC. Like we haven't really tested it with our smartphones, but for sure, if you guys can check us out and let us know, like we can definitely integrate this into the strategy and how we're gonna make it work. Okay?
Yeah. Like just to say, like it worked before. Like I have done it on my phone,
Me too.
but maybe I don't know if it works 100% of the time.
So this is something you guys can test this week.
Oh, I have another thing to say, like, because a lot of you guys have problem with XBot. For example, I also have problem, like when we show analytics and trying to click on the number, it doesn't let you click and actually show the application. So please, guys, it's really important. So if you go back and check that and it doesn't work, just use another account from your EP team or someone else, because it's really important. Just don't just like, oh, I can't click that, so I'm just gonna forget about it. But that's your audit, that's like your tracking and everything. Just make sure that you have one reliable account that you can actually use for XBot.
Can't you log out if it doesn't work?
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing you guys can just test is if it's not working, try logging out and logging back in. Sometimes it works, or potentially trying other browsers. Okay. So I know you guys are digitally genius, smart. So you guys can test this out and see how this works. Any more questions, guys? While we are here, we are waiting. No? Okay. So we'll be here for about 5 or so more minutes, so you guys can keep adding questions here if you want. But also I want you guys to take note of this link, so each will type it here as well. But this is a link that I was saying of when you guys talk with your other half, your MORGYX half, you guys can actually start to fill in your questions, your concerns, so we can start to look at it and understand it and answer your questions for sure by this week. Okay, Rodrigo, tell us your question.
Oh, I love you, Rodrigo.
Yes, super cool.
You're very customer centric. I love it.
Sometimes we download the information from Podio to analyze our target.
Smart question.
Very good. I'm happy to hear you guys do that.
Actually, yeah.
With Expo, we are not able to do that, right?
No.
Yeah, so unfortunately right now, no. So that's one thing that is going to be changing with us moving into open platform, is that it's going to be a little bit more difficult for us to actually track information. So which is why, like we were talking, like Russ was saying a little bit earlier, of like having another GSS to actually be able to check everything and start to develop some data and analytics and information. But on the other side, like we are looking at some other opportunities for us to track this better. So just hold on tight. For now, this is what we have, but for sure, we are thinking of other ways to make this better for you guys, okay?
But this is very smart. Yeah.
Yes, very cool.
Yeah,
you
no,
guys are doing that. That's
yes,
amazing. That's
so
really,
good.
really good.
It's honestly, I think, a necessary feature. Like we need to
Absolutely.
be able to download Excels for proper analysis.
Talking to you, Russ.
Yeah.
No, you're
Russ
not
looking
IT.
at tab.
Also, the origin analysis is going to disappear. Yes. Actually, yes. So we've definitely recognized this as well of marketing channels. So I know the PR marketers are maybe like a little bit freaked out right now. again, like what Ross was saying earlier, we're working on the development of the code and adding additional questions for us to actually track some of the things we need. Like, for example, Ross was talking about phone number earlier. One of the things we also want to ask customers is, where did you hear about AIESEC? So that's coming, like I mentioned. So we're working on it. We'll have some updates soon. But for sure, this is something that we already recognized.
Our LCP is so smart.
Yes, our LCPs are so smart. I love you guys. And our VPs too. We love you.
Yeah. We're gonna write down all those concerns you're having and see if we can fix it as soon as possible.
Yes.
Expansions too.
La 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 la. Oh, I know. But don't worry. It's one step forward, and we'll definitely, like, I think this is gonna help us more, and for sure we're gonna find a way to fix it, Rodrigo. We will. And I think, like, in the meanwhile, when it's not ready, like, I think it's going to be the important part of marketing and OGX to be actually asking these questions and actually finding out as well, like, where the, your leads are hearing about AIESEC. Okay, and how are we supposed to direct marketing strategies at national and local level without information? Good question. So I think a lot of the things, like, we are really trying to work with this year, as you guys know, is like number of leads and the quality of marketing, right? So at the end of the day, like, we're really focusing on recruitment, leads through all the different channels. Actually, all the activities that we were tracking in marketing was really focused on how many leads it generated. Doesn't matter if it's PR, doesn't matter if it's content, doesn't matter if it's physical marketing. So at the end of the day, the main metric you guys need to be checking as VPs and as LCPs is the number of registers and then also the number of applicants, because this means that you guys are having good marketing. So I think, like, this is one of the ways you guys can start checking to see how effective your marketing is by how many you guys are getting. Okay? Exactly. And Rodrigo Aquino says, you can always ask your EP some stuff you want to know. So exactly, our EPs and our leads will always be there. You guys are going to have access to their emails. Like, some of the, like, I'll just tell you, like, one of the things we're also thinking about is in email nurturing, sending automatic emails and sending quick surveys to understand where they heard about AIESEC. So I promise this is one of the most important things we're trying to figure out, because it's also important to me. It's like everything we work on this year. So we're definitely working on this. Okay, another question. I know you already asked us to be more effective with our lead tracking, but now how are we going to ensure LCs are contacting the leads? Okay, so as you guys know, like, there's, like Ichi was showing earlier, there's a button that shows contacted or not contacted. I'm going to go back super quick so you guys can see it. Okay. Here. So you guys can see here if it's contacted or not contacted. You can see this when you filter, and actually you can check week per week as well, like what's happening. So like I told you guys earlier, I was even searching random LCs in like January, and there's a bunch of leads that were not contacted. So it's super easy as well as the LCP to be finding this information. Okay?
And also, yeah, so if you go to this page, like, because I filter GIP, so most of them have EP manager, but if they don't have EP manager and they're not contacted, from this page, you can actually see it says not contacted.
It's here, like the screen.
And also the two EP manager, that place will say not contacted. So you cannot really see the number, but you will see if you go down and you see like people are not gonna get contacted. So it's really easy for you to actually track as an LCP to actually see this page.
Okay. Next question. If the EP is not contacted in more than 2 days, it's transferred to another LC, and now we are not going to lose the track.
Yes. So again, that's an unfortunate thing where we, even as MC, we cannot change or reallocate leads. So what we're going to do is just push really hard for you to contact the lead that you're supposed to. So instead of the reallocation, my NST, I'm actually going to talk to him. He'll find out. To actually just start pushing LCs to contact people. Because I truly believe, like, all of us want EPs, we want to be customer centric. So if we start just communicating more clearly, then people will contact people very quickly. So for my NSTs and U2s, like we'll be tracking this a lot more and be bugging LCVPs a lot more for people who are not contacted. But yes, that's also a feature we would like to request from AI's the IT team to add. No, sorry,
Me?
Sam. No,
Okay.
you're not IT.
I can pass the information and
Yes,
manage it.
that.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
Ben says, I have people who don't have email on Expa. Yes, I literally don't know how that's possible, but I know for sure it happens. So again, that's just a problem we have to try our best with. No, like there's signups and they don't have email. And it's actually, I think it's just a problem with the system. So
and also
let's
like
try our best.
if the EP don't have email or phone number or whatever, remember still mark this person, because if you cannot find this person, like eventually this person will find you if this person is like actually actively applying for stuff. So just don't ignore EPs and make sure you try your best to contact them or give them a chance to talk to you.
Okay, cool. Really great questions, guys.
Cool. I think we're good. More questions.
More questions. 5 more minutes for questions.
These are really good questions.
Yeah.
Yes. We're
Work to
gonna.
get the
I
answers.
think we can copy the. Can we copy this? Yes, we can.
The
Or just
text.
the content. Yeah.
Yes, we need to.
I don't know.
'Cause I think we
Oh,
should
wait, again?
I think they're comments.
I have more
Okay,
general
cool.
question.
Are we going to leave Podio behind? Because I have my own PR, CRM, and some marketing stuff in there. Are we going to lose our Podio's license?
VPIM.
No. So actually, well, yes, is our VPIM in the house? Woohoo!
Yes.
Sorry, data intelligence. So this is something that's going to be reviewed in the next few months for sure. Like I said, it's a transition period right now. So for sure, like we're going to see a little bit more things changing once the new NC 1617 starts in terms of information management and how that's going to work. So for now, focus on like shifting to open platform. But in terms of all the other things, like this will be defined as time goes on, okay? But we're not going to lose our license. It's still there.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
Enrique, woohoo!
What
Yes,
phase is
Kike,
that?
that's your job.
Yeah.
Store all the information. Kike, I think you have like my favorite job.
You have a cool
Actually.
job.
Yeah.
I wish I
Information
had the
management
skills. I want to do it.
for all programs, all operations.
Oh,
You will
Podio.
become an Expa lover.
Yes, let's all become
promise.
Expo lovers.
Yes.
It's really easy to love it if you use it.
Okay, Tammy, you are working on the new national CRM. So are we not going to use Podio at all in the future?
Yes.
Very good question. Actually, yes. So look, actually, we were reviewing a lot of these things. Kike was actually part of it as well. Hello. But we reviewed so many different things. And one of the proposals is that for OGX, because Expa is starting to function a little bit more like a CRM in the way that we can track it a lot better than for sure 6 months ago. So right now, it's going to be the main way that we're going to track. Okay, and if anything else changes, for sure you're going to hear from Enrique and Juan Urdaneta, the combination.
Yes.
Okay, Ben, what happened? Months without news. Okay, good. Good point. So again, a lot of things have been changing, which is why we haven't been updating you guys. So that's something that we will for sure do, but it's still not finalized, which is why it's taking a little bit of time, because we're involving the new team, the new 1617 team, in order to make the right decision. So it's taking a little bit of research. It's taking a lot of time to understand how Expa is working and open platform is working. So trust us, it's happening. We talk about it every day. Enrique knows, and Juan as well. So trust us, you guys are going to hear about it soon.
Yep. And you'll have a lot of time, chances to give feedback and input and
Absolutely.
test the system
Absolutely.
before anything is like fully operational.
Go, Kike.
Yeah,
These two are going to help us make this all happen. Enrique and Urdi.
CRMs. Oh, I love CRM.
Where's Maru? Maru should be here. 2 minutes. Just close at 10. Okay, 2 more minutes.
Pure love.
Pure love. Let's show our face.
My hair. So guys, I had him Hubei OPS today, and it was amazing.
Look, guys, Ross looks really handsome today.
I know.
Yeah.
I wore a
For
suit.
the first time.
Not like the other time.
Yeah, I hate suits.
Wait, how do I
Oh my
stop
God.
this?
Wait, why I cannot see his face from my screen?
Oh no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
This is pure love.
Oh.
We look so tired. We've been awake since 6 o'clock.
No, but we're so
Yes.
excited for this.
But we're so excited, guys. This is really the future. It's going to be amazing. And like seeing a lot of entities already using this in the best way possible, it's finally our turn to do it too.
And do it the best.
Yes, we're going to do it
Because
better.
we're the best.
Because we're the best, right?
You are the best.
You're the best. Actually, yeah, you're the best, not us. You're the best.
We.
Yes,
Mexico.
Maru. We miss
One
her. She's
AIESEC
coming
on
soon.
Mexico. Maru.
Sorry, Russ.
Bye.
Wait.
Bye.
Thunder.
Ah, no.
I love my logo so much.
Oh, I love you, Jose. Oh, no, handsome.
Love you.
Thank you.
I know, it's the suit. That does it.
Russ is wearing sandals.
Oh my
I'm
god.
wearing like underwear.
We are working.
Okay.
Okay, guys, we're also going to send you the PPT so you guys all have it and you guys can love it, learn it, use it, and everything you want to do with it.
Hey.
Look, I'm some Mexican today.
Yes.
Where'd you buy that?
Oh my
Again,
god, wow.
Love you guys. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
You have the link for the questions, for more questions.
Bye.
Bye.
Ah, sorry.
Ah.